They fight Voldemort. Harry finally just takes out his big old wand and sticks it into Voldemort. And that's how it ends.
True.
Good morrow from Romeo and Juliet's dorm room. My name is Riley.
And my name is Joe.
And welcome to this week's episode of the podcast.
Yay!
Episode 5.
Wow, it's weird.
Yeah, this is weird. We're starting to mellow out in college life. I mean, we're starting to get the hang of things.
Yeah, we're definitely getting in the groove of things.
It's good. I'm glad we're here. I love being here now.
Yeah, it's definitely feel like more like home. Mm-hmm. It doesn't like feel more like home than home, but it's been feeling more like home.
Now that we're more on a schedule and everything just makes sense, you know. I mean, a lot of cool new people and cool new experiences, you know. Things are starting to look up for good old Riley. I don't know about you, but
I think things are looking up for Dolo. I'm chilling. I'm nothing. I'm not like wanting to fucking cry every day, you know. It's just a college experience, man. I think things are definitely starting to like plateau more, if that makes sense. Like
plateau?
It's like things aren't like always like there aren't like always like new things like how it was in the beginning, like, oh, we gotta do this because it's new and stuff. It's more like it's part of our schedule.
Oh yeah, especially with going up and talking to people, that's becoming a lot normal. It's becoming a lot more normal than it was when I first got here.
Well, yeah, it was like such a big thing to like talk to new people every day, and nowadays it's just like we don't really have to, you know. It's like, I don't know, for me it's like I felt like I had to just to get to know people. I feel like I know a good amount of people.
Yeah, where you don't need to. It's not a necessity anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way in terms of like friends and stuff, but you know, the only reason I have to talk to anybody anymore is just in case I would like want a relationship, but that's for another time. But it was really interesting in my communications class. I keep forgetting to tell you this. I wasn't going to say this on the podcast, but it's like,
okay,
in our communications class, the assignment of the day was we went to the muck with a group of 3 people.
Oh, really?
We were challenged to go and have small talk with somebody.
Oh shit, that's really cool.
Just individually. So
that's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It's supposed to work on our small talk skills for communication class, but I was like, dang, it sucked though, because I hate small talk. But
it's like small talk is such like an awkward amount of talk, you know?
Yeah, it's because what I've learned in the communications classes is like you have scripts. So scripts are like what you say to like literally anybody, just basic things like, hey, hi.
Oh yeah.
How are you? Good.
Well, it's like every time you do small talk, it's just like not very satisfying, you know? Like you do a small talk with someone and at the end of it you're like, fuck, I could have like done something more, you know?
Yeah, nothing good really a lot of the time comes from small talk, which is why I hate it so much. I don't like having a conversation where it has no purpose. It's like, if I'm talking to you, I want to get to know more about you, stuff I actually want to know, you know?
Exactly.
And if I don't really want to know more about you, then I don't want to have the conversation with you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to have this small talk with you. So it does come off when I'm talking to people as a little like, I don't know, because I like to ask weird questions just because, you know, that's the way you get to know somebody best is like
and also it shows your personality. You know, it's like if they can't handle you being weird, then you don't want to like be their friend. Like our floor mates, all of them handle us being weird all the time, and that's why we enjoy them.
Yeah, which is great. So we can just go in and be ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
With them, and that's no problem. It's all because we started by doing something a little off. It was like we did the typical small talk stuff, but we did a weird activity while doing it.
Yeah.
The Uno thing. So I don't know. We probably didn't even think about that until we actually did it. But that was a great way of introducing ourselves onto the floor. But sorry about that little tangent. We're gonna get right into Dear Future Riley and Jolo. Today's a pretty chill Thursday for us. I mean, it was not too crazy of a week. Like I said, we're getting into the flow of things, so you're not gonna have a ton to talk about. Thursday, what'd you do?
I auditioned for Drowsy, which was the musical that USD is doing. The last podcast earlier was like, you're getting into Drowsy. Right now, I'm telling you on this podcast, you're getting into Drowsy. I auditioned for Drowsy on Thursday. Riley, what did you do on Thursday?
Well, on Thursday, I just did homework all night because I had like a paper to write and I had like math, a packet that was due. So my Thursday was just homework. Good stuff.
It was on Saturday. I went to Austin's friend's house, and it was like my first kind of party-ish. But it basically was just like a pregame for the 21-year-olds there for the bar. So we left kind of early. and it wasn't that fun. But I met people, and it was alright.
What did you do Friday? You just hung out with me, really.
I hung out with you and Breezy on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Oh yeah, so
Shit, idiot
our
Jolos. Stupid idiot Jolos. Oh, yes. Oh, and then the next morning, you guys started watching movies, right?
Yep. So Saturday morning, Carol, I don't know if we previously talked about it. She's a fellow boner.
Tromboner.
Even though I don't bone here, she bones hard here. I don't really dabble in boning in college. I just never. Maybe next year I'll go and bone in college, but it just seems like there's too many girls in the boning section. I'm more interested in boning with guys. But anyway, so she's a floor mate. So we decided we had a lot of movies we wanted to watch, so we just watched the live-action Lion King movie, which is way better than people were saying it was.
Dude, it's actually really... I've never seen Lion King. When I was watching, I was like, wow, this is good.
It's like everybody said it was going to be bad, but I really enjoyed it. It's like I didn't get thrown off by the fact that they were too realistic at all, talking.
I just hate that there's not a lot of color in it.
Yeah. It just seemed too much like a nature documentary than a musical, but it was really pretty, and they didn't lose the story at all.
Yeah, I think they did good.
And then we watched both Garfields, like, the live-action Garfields with Bill Murray as the voice of Garfield. Must-see movies, Garfield the movie, and then Garfield the Tale of Two Kitties. Very good quality movies. Enjoyment all around. Yeah, by that rest of the night, I just kind of hung out, played Minecraft with the fam for a little bit. Shout out to the fam. And then, Carol wanted to take a spontaneous trip to Nebraska along with Maya. So I ended up going to Nebraska, Jackson, Nebraska. We even saw some small Statues of Liberties, drove around Nebraska.
Didn't she steal something?
Well, yeah, so they wanted to go back to Jackson, Nebraska. Is this too much to say? If the police listen to the podcast...
This is incriminating yourself right now. We didn't steal shit, but
But this is what would happen if we did do that stuff. I'm not
saying you did.
But this is
hypothetically.
This is what happened Saturday night. Maya and Carol saw a street sign when they were driving around earlier in Nebraska, and they were like, it was just off of the pole, so they're like, dang, we should steal that. So the next night, they invited me out to go with them and hypothetically steal this street sign. And I was like, dang, I kind of want to do something a little rebellious, because, I have college, I have rebellious thoughts. I'm not going to go anywhere dyeing my hair or, like, getting a tattoo, and especially because I don't play Battleship. I figured, hey, I might as well just take out some rebellion and steal a traffic cone, because, everybody steals a traffic cone, and even my mom said it was just, you can even buy traffic cones. She's going to listen to this, and she's going to be like, well, that doesn't mean you should go out and steal one anyway. And I'm like, well, Mom,
it's just a traffic cone,
I was rebellious. No. And I'll replace it if you really want me to. Anyway, so I stole a traffic cone while they stole the street sign. So we took the street sign back, yada, yada, yada. Ripped it apart, now they have a street sign in the dorms. Cool, that was my Saturday night.
Okay. My Saturday, I had auditions for 1 act. And I think it went really well. There were like 2 monologues that I had already memorized like way back when. So that was pretty easy. And then after that, I went to Walmart with Riley and Carol, and I saw this mannequin head. I was like, shoot, I want to steal it. So I tried putting it in my shirt. So we stole that. And then another thing that I stole, I accidentally so Riley was going to get a sticker for his dad, and I accidentally put the sticker in my pocket. And when I got back to the door, I'm like, wait, what's in my pocket? And I check, and it's the sticker. So two birds with one stone. Very illegal. I can go to jail.
Yeah.
But it was an accident, so please don't arrest me. Hypothetically.
You hypothetically did that.
Yeah. It was it's a story that I made up right then and there. Anyways, so since Riley stole a traffic cone and I stole the mannequin head, we now have a traffic cone and a mannequin head staring out the window in our dorm. Later that night, I, like I said, went to the party or whatever, and then it was a pregame, and then we left early. It was alright. I met some people, but
so Sunday, it was a very chill week. I'm gonna repeat that a ton of times just because it was. I watched The Circle, which is a show on Netflix. It was a reality TV show about social media and stuff. You should look into it. There's a trailer online. I'm assuming. I don't know. Don't really know that much about it, but if you want to look it up and know more about it, it's on Circle. It's on Netflix. You can look it up online. There's a trailer if you want to look further into it. I don't really know that much about it. I was actually purposely going long just to see if you catch up on that.
I was like listening, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's just talking about The Circle. And I blinked out for like 2 seconds, and I look up and I'm like, wait, he's still fucking talking.
Yeah, so if you want to look it up. But then that night where we went to the Lambda Super Bowl party, watched the 49ers and the Chiefs of Super Bowl 54, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a really good Super Bowl.
It was good.
Halftime show was killer.
It was.
What's your opinion on the halftime show? It's apparently very controversial.
Yeah, I've heard it's controversial because of the flags and shit, and that they're just Spanish speakers. But honestly, it was in Miami. It makes sense that they're Spanish speakers and that they held up. I think it was the Colombia or the Cuba. I don't fucking know. I think it was Puerto Rico. And so it makes sense. I have a girlfriend, and I'm just gonna say that the halftime show was entertaining. The rappers were very good.
Were there rappers?
Yeah, they were like there was
one guy.
There was two of them.
There was two of them?
Yeah.
I thought it was just one dude.
Nah. But it literally looked like a huge orgy on the stage, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was a lot. But it was enjoyable. A lot of people took it as offensive, like it was a family-friendly thing. But they were just doing like what they would normally do for like a concert and stuff.
Yeah, it was a little scandalous, but whatever.
It wasn't even that bad in terms of things.
I mean, there was like one part where they were like shaking their butts at the camera.
Yeah.
But like.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not like they're promoting that kind of behavior for young people. They're just putting on a performance.
That's just their performance. That's just their entertainment.
So it's all about matter of opinion, not whether or not it's ethically right. It's whether you liked it or not.
Yeah.
If you thought it was entertaining.
Well, during the game, me and Riley made a bet because I was feeling really confident. Riley was going for the 49ers. I was going for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. He's like, "You want to make a bet?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm super fucking confident. Like, every single play they would play, it would always go towards, like, the Chiefs. And I was like, dude, the Chiefs are winning this no matter what. Mm-hmm. So I shake Riley's hand. We bet on a Chick-fil-A meal.
Yeah.
And then the fucking 49ers catch up. It's 20-10. And as soon as we shook hands, the Chiefs started losing. I was like, fuck, well, this is game. This is it. And then the Chiefs fucking come back, bada bing, bada boom.
In the last 10 minutes, they pulled it off and got like 17
yeah.
points. I mean, everybody saw the Super Bowl, was like, that's kind of ridiculous. But there I am just sitting kind of like watching. I'm like, dang, I was super confident this whole entire Super Bowl that I'd get some chicken nuggets or something. But they just pulled it off at the end. It was good. It was a good family-friendly bet.
It was. I just knew that I was going to go home so upset if they actually lost because they were fucking doing so well. And then as soon as we shook hands, they started doing terrible.
Yeah, I'm glad they won. Like, I came in there not, like, super rooting for the 49ers. I was like, I really don't know. I told Jill, I was like, I really don't know who to root for. So I think I'm just going to pick the 49ers because that was my Grandpa Riggs' team. So I was like, might as well just cheer for some team because, you know, it's kind of boring to cheer for nobody.
It actually made it a lot of fun, like, actually betting on something. So it was a good time.
Yeah, it made you kind of want to pay attention more, and especially since we're not super, you know, Super Bowl-ish people, you know, football-ish people.
Yeah. It
was good. That was our Sunday, though.
Well, for my Sunday, I had a drowsy callback, and I fucking butchered that bitch. I was off-key, didn't know the lyrics, and I stuttered, and I was, like, shaking on stage. So, Joel, just don't have a callback like that ever again, yeah?
Was that the one where you're singing?
Mm-hmm. The Adolfo song.
Oh, yeah.
And I just did terrible, and it was at that point where I knew I wasn't going to be in drowsy. But I accepted it.
Still, I always like to tease Joel about making it into drowsy until, you know. But anyway, I was like, I'd flip stuff, and I'd be like, if I get this, you're getting into drowsy. So this one time in our room, I was like, I'm going to flip this Mountain Dew bottle. It was practically almost empty. And I was like, I'm going to flip it. And if it lands, you're going to get into drowsy. So I was trying to flip it up to, like, the banister by the mirror. So I flipped it up there. It fell off, rolled onto the microwave, and then tilted over and then landed perfectly right next to the microwave. So we're like, oh, shoot, we can't move that until we know if it gets into drowsy or not.
And so we tape it down. And I'm like, dude, if I make it in, that's staying there until closing night. And there's still a little bit of Mountain Dew left. So I told him that if I make it in drowsy, I'm going to take the last swig of Mountain Dew in there and then throw it away. But if I don't make it, I'm going to take it off and destroy it from my sadness.
You like burn it.
Burn it, yeah. Anyways, we'll keep going through our week. That's what happens. So
yeah.
Keep that in mind. So Monday, I had 1 act callbacks, which was really fun. I think that was like my best performance yet. And then we hung out with the floor mates. We hung out with Christina and her friendos.
She's the one that just moved in across the hall.
Yeah, shout out Christina.
If you're listening,
probably not. I think that's the only thing I put for Monday. Monday was pretty chill.
Yeah, pretty chill for you. I was off the walls.
No, yeah. Wait, was it Monday?
Yeah, that was Monday. I wrote hype night. That's what I wrote. I wrote hype night.
Oh yeah, because then after callbacks, we were gonna get in a fight.
Yeah, the day kind of started. I don't know. Joel was really stressed out about auditions, and I just was like, I don't know why I was in a bad mood. I think I was stressed out because I couldn't turn in the paper. Apparently, didn't turn in, and I was like, I was trying to figure out everything with my classes. But yeah, Monday, I don't know. All of a sudden, I just got really hype. It was because I had nothing to do, and I was just kind of chilling, you know. And then when I was hanging out with Caitlin and her friends buying my Girl Scout cookies, we were in Papa John's, and then Jola walks into Papa John's, and I was like, no, that's when I went to the chapter meeting by myself.
Okay.
So there was this chapter meeting, right? That night, it was a Lambda chapter meeting, you know, very typical thing. So it's like we had to dress formal and everything. So I was getting ready to go to that, and then I see Joel and Papa John's. I was about to buy my Girl Scout cookies. And
this was after the chapter meeting. So you went alone. I said I couldn't go, and then you were like, why? And I was like, because I have to leave the chapter meeting by 6.
Yeah.
And so you were like, okay, whatever. And then at 6, I go down to Papa John's to eat really quick because my callback was at 6:30. And then you like said something like, oh, so you just didn't want to go? You're just making excuses? And I was like already really stressed out because I had to eat this food really quick. And I was like studying my callback shit. And I was like, God fucking damn it, I don't need this shit. So I just like said, okay. And then I just like left because I didn't want to like deal with it.
Yeah, so I was like sitting there like, ooh. He's kind of stressed out.
I was.
But, so I was like, okay, are we going to fight or something? Are we going to fight?
And so I got back to the dorm and Riley was like, I'm going to be really honest with you. Are we fighting right now? And I was like, bro, no, I was just stressed.
Yeah, because it's like, it was because I was like, I always try to be, you know, we always try to get things out in the open. I want us to always get things out in the open when we have a problem with each other. Mm-hmm. That's another reason for we started the podcast, just in case we want to talk about any of our fights and stuff like that. But it's better to just get out in the open and have conversation with your roommate to solve problems easier. I say that's over and over. Communication is the best part of any relationship. I need like that on a shirt or something. But so I was trying to I was really wondering, I was like, what is the reason he didn't want to go to this chapter meeting? I was like, I boiled it down to, I was like, he probably just doesn't want to talk to people. And I was like, okay, so I'm just going to be like, because we're trying to help each other out and like talking to people and getting out there, because that's the whole reason we came down here. So I was just being honest with them. I was like, is that the whole reason you didn't want to come? Because it wasn't. Kind of a bad reason not to go. So that's why I was like, this is the reason you didn't want to come to go to the chapter meeting. And then he got mad. So I was like, oh, frick, we're going to have a fight. I'm just trying to support him. So I went back up to my room after I got the Girl Scout cookies. I was playing Minecraft on my computer. And then Chelsea and Danielle came in, and Danielle left after a while. I don't know why. But anyway, so me and Chelsea were talking, and then Jolo comes in, and yeah, he started talking about it. But I was so stressed out. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you right now. We're going to have a fight. We're going to fight right now? Because I think you're angry at me.
The only reason why I was angry is because you said, you came up with the excuse for me, but that wasn't it. And so you were like, you just didn't want to talk to people. And I was like, that like made me mad because I was like, that's not it at all. And so you were believing that it was. Yeah. And so that's why I just like dropped it and just said, okay, and just got my wings and left.
So it's on my fault. It was like getting to the assumption that was the reason, when not even looking at all the sides of it.
Yeah, I was just like really stressed out, especially because it was like, that was like the last thing that all the directors were gonna see for this audition process. And so and it was from 6 to fucking 9.
Yeah.
So it was like 3 hours worth of shit to do. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that happened.
Yeah, so that's the event that started the hype night. Mm-hmm. And that was just because, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the reason I have these random flashes of like super hypeness. By super hypeness, I mean like I will literally do anything and say anything. A lot of the night I was being like kind of mean, but it was I don't know. You describe how I was. It's just kind of like super exaggerated version of myself, I'd say.
Not even that. It's like just a non-filtered version. It's like just like 100% fully confident version. Yeah. I like the only ways I got into that was like in high school, where like it was like senior year. And it was just like me bidding around, and I just did not give a fuck about whatever I fucking said. Now do whatever would come to my head, and that's what it reminded me of. Like,
and it just feels good. I wish I could just stay in that mood all the time, but you know, I sadly do have a conscience.
Yeah, those are like the moods that I like thrive off of for sure. I mean, I haven't got into it like when I've gone into college, but it just has to be in the right setting for me, I guess.
So what? I don't know exactly what we did that night because I would just do anything. I forgot a lot of the things I did.
Pissed Chelsea off a lot.
That's true. And yeah, then we finally had the balls to go and actually talk to Kristen, who lives across the hall.
Yeah, we hung out with her friends.
Yeah.
We didn't stay long though.
I got my nails painted. That was all.
Oh yeah, you
something
did.
happened in her room. They're nice. I got them pink and peach are the colors. They're still on my hands now. I might actually make fingernail painting a normal thing.
I wish I could.
Just because you're in a show, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just because it makes me feel more like I don't care
just
anymore.
More confident, yeah.
Yeah, it makes me feel more confident, which is a good feeling.
That's why I love doing it. It's
like,
just like you don't give a fuck.
Because you have, no balls. Because it really doesn't matter if your fingernails are painted. It's just because it really just doesn't matter what other people think at that point.
Exactly, and so that's how you should live your entire life.
Yeah, I loved being unfiltered that night. It was great, and it actually so many good things came from it. It was the fact that just so many good things come from being unfiltered. I'm gonna try to work out my thoughts really quick.
Yeah, so that was Monday. Tuesday, I just put bachelor night.
Yeah.
Not too much. We just had a bachelor's night. It was crazy.
That's literally all I put too.
Me too.
Yeah, we just had bachelor night because, chill Tuesday. We couldn't get it to work, but
we still got it.
We got it. We got it figured out. Watched
Shout
our
out Danielle's
bachelor.
Fire Stick.
Yep. Yeah, we got it figured out, and then we just kind of went to bed.
Yeah. Bachelor was crazy dope. It was crazy dope.
Yeah.
It was a 2-hour episode.
Yeah,
so.
There's 2 episodes this week, so tonight we're watching Bachelor 2.
And then yesterday, I found out what I was casted as.
Ooh, the big reveal.
It wasn't drowsy. So I took off the Mountain Dew bottle and, just gently set it into the trash can. Still there.
You got to burn it eventually.
Eventually. Probably not, though, because I'm pretty happy with what I actually got. So at the 1X callbacks, we had to read for, the plays and shit. And one of the plays was called The Proposal. And one of the characters called Ivan. And he's just, this really energetic, really melodramatic guy. I was like, dude, so many people are playing this guy way better than me. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it. But this is the one I would like to get if I were to be casted in a 1-act. And then I got it. So
Whoa.
It's a 3-person cast. Really excited. It's just me, this guy named Christian, this girl named Lauren. But yeah, it's exciting news. And then after that, we played Incoherent.
Yeah, we went and hung out with Danielle and Chelsea again. Yeah, played Incoherent, which is just a game where it's like a bunch of jibber-jabbish on a card. Mm-hmm. And then it's trying to work out an actual phrase.
So, for example, one of the sides would be fu ka buddy, and then it would be fuck buddy or something.
Yeah. I was thinking the word tour and then the word king. So that's put those together, twerking.
Yeah.
But you don't realize it when you're reading the cards. So
it's so funny though. When I was showing Riley the cards and he would say them, it's so hilarious because he would say them basically perfectly, but he would not know what it is.
Yeah. It's a very fun game. So game suggestion of the week from Romeo and Juliet's dorm room is Incoherent. But
it's a good one.
I was in a really good mood last night. I wasn't totally unfiltered, but I had a lot of energy in me, mostly because I have nothing going on, no stress going on.
I'm so sad.
But yes, and then I went to Sioux Falls last night, just random spontaneity.
Yeah, fucking 11 o'clock. I was like, bro.
Yeah, Maya and Carol, I think they're going to be my new travel buddies, so I'm going to go lots of spontaneous road trips with them, just because they're really cool people, and I don't think of them in any other way than as friends, which is a really good thing to have.
Yeah.
I've never really had a girl friend, you know what I mean? A girl friend.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Well, it's hard to be friends with a girl you're attracted to. Not that you're not. Not that I'm saying that they're not attractive, but I have friends that I'm just not attracted to, Adriana. Yeah. It's just good to have friends that you're just not attracted to at all.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice because girls are people too.
Yeah, guys. I mean. Joking.
But yeah, so we just went to Sioux Falls. We didn't do anything too crazy. Joel was wondering what I'd be doing at 11.
Yeah, bro. I was going to bed, and then he walked in, and he was like, dude, I'm going to Sioux Falls. You want to come? I was like, what the fuck? No.
Yeah, so it wasn't that crazy. We took the drive down there, and then I've never been to Sioux Falls other than for a state 1-act or something like that, marching band, so I never really got to explore the town just for what it is. So I saw all of the town, and then the only thing we really explored was the state penitentiary, which is really cool. The jail for everybody in South Dakota. And then we just went to McDonald's and then went back home. It was just nice because you get to get out of Vermilion, not feel so secluded, which is always good. Right. That was my Wednesday. That was our week. Very chill.
Not too shabby.
Nothing too crazy. So we'll just move on to the next stuff. I think that was the quickest Dear Future Island, Dear Future Joel we'll have. With that, both on the topic of how quick that was, just again, I'm very serious, guys, about this. We have an email. It's and I
we
really
do have an email.
I really need you guys to give me and Jolo some criticism.
Literally, just even if you put a pee pee poo poo in there,
we just need something. I mean, we got one email this week, which is really good. It's from Jolo's girlfriend. Shout out to Taylor Lindy. She, I'll read the email, word for word.
Thank you, Tate girl. I love you. If you're listening,
Thank
baby
you.
girl.
Number one supporter.
She really is, though.
Yeah. So everybody else out here listening right now that's listened every single week, come on, step up your game, bro. It's not that hard to send an email. Hard. It's on your phone.
Seriously. Idiots. Stupid.
So
I'm sorry, I really am. That was too far. Please cut that out, Riley.
yeah. But yeah, so I'll just read what she said. Start a chess club, start a chess club, start a chess club, start a chess club. Enter, : close parentheses, close parentheses.
I don't know what the : close parentheses really mean, but that's really weird on your part, Taylor.
She really wants us to start a chess club, though. She said that 4 times, so I guess I have to.
Because we do what you guys want.
No, I'm not even kidding, though. I probably will. I might as well start a chess club, even if it's small, and I'll have to go talk to people about it, I guess.
Dude, just go to the muck one day and hand out flyers. Create a flyer. Dude, we could.
Yeah, I know we could.
We should fucking make a flyer and hand them out.
Yeah,
at the muck
for a chess club.
People will grab them.
Yeah, and that's a good way. That's a good way to start meet people too. If they're like, "Oh, you guys seem interesting."
Well,
chess is interesting.
We need to also get chess boards.
Yeah,
because we did not. Have
chess boards. But hey, that's super simple. We can even make some if we really wanted to. Some cardboard or something. But yeah, so since she emailed, we're going to do what she emailed, guys.
And we will do what you email us.
So I'm going to preface with the email again. The letter R, the letter J, dorm room. DORMROOM.
No,
at gmail.com.
DOOR. Wait.
Dorm. DORM.
Sorry.
Yeah, so rjdormroom at gmail.com is our Gmail. Please just freaking email, guys. I've talked about it for so many podcasts now, it seems like. And if the next podcast I record, we still don't have any more emails, I might flip my top. We have an email.
What's that mean?
How the old cartoons, if they're wearing a hat, it would just come off their head, they'd flip around and then land back on their head.
Yeah.
Flip your top.
But is that a bad thing?
It means they're going insane because there's the steam coming out of their head would force their top to flip. That's something I just pulled out of my butt right there.
Wait, so that's not a thing?
I mean, it could be. That could be the origin of the phrase flip my top.
You just said steam coming out of a head, and I was like, okay, yeah, I know what that looks like.
Yeah, but anyway, totally I'm going to flip my top.
Wait, where's that from?
But yeah, so we're just gonna move on to other stuff. So my first talking point we have is I think we could play a little game really quick. Show Jolo a movie poster from a very classic movie that he has not seen because I know a lot of movies in my time. I've seen a lot of movies.
We're both in the same time.
Yeah. But
I just don't watch a lot of classical movies. I've never seen the Star Wars. I've never seen actual classic Disney princess movies. I've seen all the Harry Potters, guys, but that shit's kind of dope. Have you seen the Harry Potters?
Yeah.
Harry Potter's kind of dope. I really like the Harry Potters. I just watched Lion King the other day. I said, I'm just not a big classical movie watcher. I've never seen Back to the Future,
which is really disappointing.
Just a lot of things.
So I'm gonna look for classic, but not super mainstream, because mainstream movies he probably knows the plot of already, just because they're super mainstream.
Dude, have you seen Harold and Kumar though?
No.
Harold and Kumar slap.
Yeah, I don't need to watch that.
Just because there's an Asian and a brown guy. I'm Asian.
And you're brown.
And I'm brown.
Have you seen A Night at the Roxbury? That's a good one.
I have not seen A Night in the Roxbury. So you're
A
going to
Night
show me
at
the poster?
I'm going to show you the poster.
Okay.
And you're going to try to describe
The plot.
the plot. It's from 1998.
Oh,
When
Jesus.
this movie comes out, starring Will Ferrell and Chris Cadden. All right, I'm going to...
Oh my god, I think I've seen that poster. Okay, but I can come up with a good plot, I think.
Doesn't matter. It's like you wouldn't know the plot just based off the poster.
I think I could.
Boom.
Okay, so A Night at the Roxbury, starring Will Ferrell and
Chris
Kevin?
Cat Ann.
Like Catan or Catan?
Yeah, I don't know.
A Night at the Roxbury featuring Will Ferrell and Chris Catan. It's about these two guys wearing the same things with the same haircut, with the same necklaces, doing the same pointer fingers in the same room at a disco, and they run into a drug dealer, and the drug dealer mistakes those two, the original two, and he's like, "Give me your money." And Will Ferrell's like, "No!" And then Chris Kattan's like, "Dude, we gotta give him the money or else he'll kill us." And Will Ferrell's like, "How about we kill him?" And so they go on this huge adventure where they try to kill him and search for him. But then the drug dealer guy is actually like, "We're gonna kill you guys." And so at the end of the movie, the climax, they finally run into each other. They're trying to kill each other, but it's 2 against 1, and you know how that goes. 2 always beats 1, and they win. And then they go back to the night at the Roxbury. They go back to the Roxbury, and then they're just trying to have the night that they wanted to have, just chill at the disco party. And then they run into another drug dealer, and that's the movie. Was that close?
That was pretty good.
Was it close?
No.
Fuck.
But, so if you want to go watch A Night at the Roxbury, that's what it's about.
Off I was.
That's what it's about. Have you seen the movie Anger Management with Adam Sandler?
No.
That's what we'll do next. Here it is.
Okay.
This is Anger Management starring Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson.
Okay, so Anger Management starring Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. Adam Sandler has a very comedic character, and so during this movie, the director wanted to really play with that in terms of anger comedy, and so he was like, "Hey, Adam Sandler, how about you play this really angry person?" So he's not even angry about anything in particular. He just gets real angry at certain things. In the exposition of the movie, he actually starts off getting angry at his clock for even beeping, getting angry at the door because he stubbed his toe, getting angry at the toothbrush because it didn't brush his teeth right, getting angry at the water because it wasn't as hot as he wanted it to be, stuff like that. And so it just shows how angry he was at the world. And eventually his wife wanted to get a divorce because he would just constantly be angry at her and their kids. So instead of doing that, he finds a counselor. He goes to anger management, and he finds out that he's even more angrier than he ever was that he ever thought he was going to be. He realized that he was more angrier than he realized. And so his anger really just came out with his counselor, aka Mr. Nicholson,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Nicholson.
Yeah.
And it's just this really funny movie, and he finds his zen. And at the end of the movie, he lives a happy life with his anger management counselor. Am I getting close?
That was really good. That was actually really spot on.
Really?
Yeah. Like no
Even
joke.
the exposition part?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I know. It seems like you have, though. I mean, God, that was close.
Okay, I've seen it.
You have?
No.
We'll do one.
Have you seen A Star Is Born?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Have you seen Avengers Endgame?
Shut up. Yeah.
Have you seen... Oh, can we do one with Harold and Kumar?
Yeah, I'll try to describe one of them.
So this is Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, featuring John Cho and Kyle Penn.
Okay, so we got these two guys. The movie starts with these two guys. We got John Cho is probably Harold, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Harold is the Asian. He's just trying to get through school, man. And he's like going in college. He's in college, and he's like having a really rough time in college because Asian parents are really, really rough on him, and they want him to get really high grades and stuff like that.
True.
And then it's like, and then he's got a friend, Kumar, who works at a White Castle. You know, very coincidentally, he's just like so he's living his best life as an Indian American, working in a White Castle. He doesn't really have any high hopes for his life. He's good with chilling in White Castle for now. He's very good with the babes. I think he's a very good guy. You know, he's a very chill guy. So then you got that dynamic where they're best friends. Harold is always stressed out all the time, and Kumar is just, you know, very, very chill. And then all of a sudden, John, or Harold, gets thrown out of school because of something Kumar did. Kumar and him were doing drugs and got Harold kicked out of school. So now Harold's got to go work at White Castle too, and then the Kumar's got to show Harold all the ropes on how White Castle works, and you know, comedy ensues because it's just funny because Harold's never had to work a day in his life because he's just been working through school all the time. And then Kumar feels bad about the whole thing, so he's like, I'm gonna go do something a chilled guy like me would never do, and go get Harold unsuspended from school. So and then he does that as a friend thing, and then Harold's like, "Oh my God, you're so cool for doing that." And that's the whole thing. That's the plot, right?
Very damn close, man.
Were you sure?
No.
I thought it was pretty good. That could be a movie right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now try describing like the entirety of the Harry Potter series.
And how many? What do you mean?
Just like movie by movie.
I've seen them though, but I haven't seen them in a long time. That might be funny.
Sorcerer's Bone.
Sorcerer's
Prisoner
Stone.
of Azkaban.
Shut up, bro.
Chamber of
I think I know too much though. It's just I'm gonna be
Secrets.
saying the plot in general.
Yeah, I just got done watching them, so.
Yeah, you know more about it, but I haven't seen it in a while. But I still know the general plot of everything. So it's like Sorcerer's Stone. Harry goes to school, realizes his stuff. He's
a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
He's a wizard. Whatever.
You're a Harry
Number
wizard.
2, he realizes he's related to a lot of people in the wizarding world.
He's not related to any of them.
But yeah, I don't know. 2, he realizes he's really close to this prisoner from Azkaban.
Nope. Wait.
That's number 2. No, Chamber of Secrets is number 2. Chamber of Secrets, yeah, of course. He's
the only person he's related to is the prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, so anyway, in number 2, Chamber of Secrets, he finds this chamber that's filled with secrets. I don't know.
All right, that's number 2.
He finds a book, and then that book was written by this guy Tom Riddle, who they later figure out is Voldemort. So they have to fight this snake into this bathroom toilet.
No.
That's what I got. And then number 3 is, what is it?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban, I already said this. He realizes he's related to a recently escaped prisoner.
Oh, no, he's not related.
Oh, well.
This is Godfather.
Yeah, so he realizes he has connection in the wizarding world that he didn't know he had before because, you know, he's growing up. He was an orphan. But yeah, so that was 3. And then number 4 is Goblet of Fire. He's
my favorite one.
He entered into the Goblet of Fire, so he has to fight with Edward from Twilight.
And he died.
And Edward from Twilight died. So this Goblet of Fire is just all the other wizarding schools. You realize finally that there's other wizarding schools. And then Order of Phoenix is like everybody's standing up.
My second favorite one.
Peter gets emo. This is my favorite one. Peter gets emo and he assembles a team, falls in love with Cho, and tries to...
Peter?
I mean Harry.
Oh.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know where I got Peter from. But yeah, so anyway, so he falls in love with Cho, and then yada yada yada, assembles a team to fight Voldemort, gets better at their skills.
Sirius dies.
What's number 6? Deathly...
The Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince? I have no clue what goes on in this one,
It's
but...
interesting one.
Dumbledore
dies in this one.
I haven't seen the last few in a while. But anyway, yeah, so in Half-Blood Prince... Yeah, so Phoenix dies, and then Dumbledore's like, I gotta go too, guys. And then Harry's all sad about it, and then Snape kind of reveals what who he was actually. And then Harry's like, Snape a good guy? And then next thing, Deathly Hallows Part 1, in terms of the movies, the books is the same, but Harry, Hermione, and Ron go out on a big wild adventure into the wilderness. Harry and Ron have some tension, because Harry just kind of had a thing with Hermione, but it's like a sister thing, but Ron's like, gosh, sisters and brothers can't hug, so they must be in a relationship, so Ron gets pretty emo, and then Harry sees his spirit, and he's like, oh, my father, and then,
That wasn't the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, so anyway, so it's in the giant tent, there's a Quidditch tournament. Deathly Hallows Part 2 is just a big old fight. Neville looks freaking sexy as frick. They fight Voldemort. Harry finally just takes out his big old wand and sticks it into Voldemort. And that's how it ends.
True.
That's my brief discussion of Harry Potter. Cool.
Okay.
So that was a game. So again, if you didn't like that, please tell us. Next segment, we're just going to go through it really quick. A brief look into Riley's love life. I don't know what I called it last time, but...
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, a brief look into Riley's love life. So this week is an update. We still got a lot of people, you know. I don't know where to go with this.
Riley's got a lot of hoes.
No, I mean, from last week, it was Adriana. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a long time. Anyway, so then we still got Rom-Com Girl. Still looking up the balls for that one.
Yeah, the one Riley stalks.
Yep. And then we got the Logic Girl, the redheaded. Still got to get the one for balls for that one. And then we got new one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Chelsea set him up.
So on Hype Night, Chelsea, who's, you know, we talk about Chelsea all the time. But yeah, Chelsea was in here while I was playing Minecraft, and then she was like... She snapped one of her friends, and he was like, he's single and looking for somebody, and then she was kind of interested. So since I was really hype, I was just straight up. I was like, dude, she's kind of cute. I'm into it. So then I was like, so now I'm just talking to this girl. She's really cool so far. Figured I'd update everybody on that. We'll see where it goes.
See if she can visit
like
to
that.
USD. I could drop you.
She's visiting the 20th for a tour.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, well, when I go to UNL, I could drop you off.
No, it's too soon, man.
No, it's not, man.
Not this weekend, but like eventually in a
Yeah.
weekend. But yeah, I eventually want to take our talking like over Snap into like maybe we can call sometime and
Or
then,
like send nudes.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I hated you for that all last night. I just want you to know that all night last night we were playing Incoherent, everybody was roasting me.
Why?
Every single card that came up, it was like, oh, this one's all related to Riley, and instead of being like a Minute Man and stuff like that. It was like, oh, this
or like receding hairline.
Yeah. I'm like, why am I getting roasted right now? It's just because I reveal something vulnerable about myself that I'm a virgin, and everybody's like, but god dang. But yeah, with I don't know. I'm not gonna send nudes. It's not a thing I do anymore.
Anymore? What? Mama, if you're listening,
I'm sorry. I was of age.
Were you? I don't think 13 is of age.
But yeah, so that's what's up. That's the update. It's just too much work if it's too many of them.
It just sucks just having so many women.
It's just the fact that it's like you want to give all your attention to one of them, and it's like in my mind it just feels morally wrong to talk to multiple people at once. If somebody's really interested in me, and I think, because this was a topic we talked about even today, it's like you date for one of two reasons. You date to marry somebody, or you date somebody to break up with them.
Mm-hmm.
That might not be, they might change throughout the reason, but every relationship is either going to end with marriage
or end in a breakup. Or it could end in a marriage, and then in a divorce.
Or both. It could be both. You could get married and then break up. But so it's like those are the only two options for being in a relationship, or you get widowed, but that's too dark of a subject.
That's sad.
Yeah. But so I'm just thinking to myself, it's like if I'm gonna date somebody and I feel like I'm going into it looking at marriage, then that's it. I don't care what anybody else thinks or who I was talking to. It's just all that matters is that girl at that point. But anyway, that was a brief look into my love life. Is anything grinding your gears this week? I always have something to rant about.
There's one thing that pissed me off.
Go for it.
I was walking to the gym with Riley. I got to the gym, forgot my ID card. Had to walk all the way back to the fucking gym. To the dorm. Mm-hmm. Get my ID, go back to the gym.
It took like 15 minutes for that whole process.
I know, and I could have just stayed back in the dorm and just fell asleep. But I didn't.
You went back, and I appreciated that.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to get in drowsy, but I think I'm really happy with what I got. I have to be happy with whatever I got. I mean, I don't have to be, but just have to take everything humbly. I don't know. That's about all. It's just been a pretty chill week. A lot of things are stacking up, like stuff with the face-to-face, stuff with memorizing lines, homework.
This is like right before we fall off a cliff, I feel. That's why it's so easy right now.
Yeah.
This is like right before we're about to like get annihilated.
Where we like actually have to like dedicate our time to homework.
But yeah, so the only thing that's been on a big thing that's been on my mind this whole entire week is like, it's this whole entire time of being in college. It's like, dude, I could be a songwriter. You know what I mean?
Why don't you write songs then?
I don't know how. How would I write songs right now?
You buy a notebook and you start writing lyrics. I have a songwriting book.
Yeah, but it's like I just need like a guitar. So I can play guitar.
No, you actually like it's so hard to fucking for me personally. Well, like a lot of like artists do this. They just have a book specifically to write just lyrics and just put it all together. And then you write the song where you put the lyrics in.
Oh.
It's where a lot of my songs come from too. And so that's why having a notebook. I have the notebook with me all the time so that if random lyrics do pop into my head, I just write it down.
Yeah.
And most of the time, most of my good lyrics that I actually have are from when like just random things happen, or just like throughout the day.
Yeah, I just feel like I could be a songwriter at this point in my life super well. It's just because like I have so many relatable things going on to me right now, and then it's just a great way to express your emotions. You know, like express how you're feeling.
It's like poems.
It's a good way. It's a creative outlet too.
Yeah.
You know, just get all what you're saying out. And I just want to get into writing. But yeah, that's coming in the future. I might write some stuff down about how I'm feeling, get really sad boy, get kind of hipster-ish. But yeah, so that's this week. Very chill week in Riley and Joel's dorm room.
Yay.
Yeah, so that's it. Sorry for the short podcast. Either way, we're here. We're done. We'll well, I don't know. What's the definition of preface? I feel like I keep getting it wrong.
It's like introducing. It's like a preface of a book.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
an introduction
Okay,
before you should actually read the book. It's something.
We'll conclude.
There we go.
With our email us at rjdormroom@gmail.com, rjdormroom@gmail.com, and then follow Jolo on TikTok at justjolo, JUS Jolo, and then follow me on Instagram at Riley_Wriggles, RIGGLES.
Yay!
Deuces.
This is Cocoa Butter Kisses by Chance the Rapper.
Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it's stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it's stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses.
Okie dokie alky, keep it low key like Dolo, bro. Although the blow the loudy, Saudi the south with Saudi, while up a peyote, why in like coyote?